Welcome, Sand Harbor family, to Sunday, May 17th. Just have a few announcements that I want to give to you, and one of them includes our plan for reopening our church and starting our worship services again, so stay tuned. Well, first, let me continue to ask you to do the encouragement challenge. So if you could email or text me your answer to this question: how have you seen God at work in your life during these circumstances? I'd love to hear from you and be able to share it with others. And the Bible memory challenge as well for the children and youth. Just send me a video of you reciting a Bible verse, and here's the reward system. A verse goes a sucker, 5-verse passage or greater goes a Publix treat. And just to encourage you and maybe stir up your sense of competition, here is Jackson Schultz reciting the Lord's Prayer.
Dear Heavenly Father, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Give us our debts as we forgive those who have to us, and lead us not into temptation, deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and glory forever. In Jesus Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Well, I hope you found that encouraging and motivating. Well, here now is our reopening Sand Harbor plan. This is a 3-phase reopening approach, kind of mirroring what the state and federal levels have done. So phase 1 is the not quite open phase. So in this phase, which will start tomorrow, Monday, May 18th, corporate worship gatherings will remain canceled. The sermon and service will continue to be posted online. Small group gatherings can restart at the discretion of leaders and participants involved. So this is the one thing that is unique about this phase. Because of all the guidelines they've given, all of our smaller groups meet those guidelines and can continue or can restart their meetings. So the Bible discussion groups would be permitted under all the regulations that are given. The youth group, Inklings, again at the discretion of the leaders and participants. And also in this phase, we would encourage you, again, as you're comfortable, to practice hospitality among the body, to re-engage in face-to-face relationships. Many of us have been socially distanced far longer than we want to, and hospitality is a wonderful way to remain in the guidelines that are given to us, but to engage in relationships once again. So invite someone over for coffee on the porch, invite a family over for a meal some evening, and also consider inviting another family over on Sunday to do at-home worship with you. You guys could go through the service together. So it'd be a wonderful, I think, encouragement. Phase 2 is the open kind of phase. And the projected start date for this phase would be Monday, June 1st. So we're kind of aiming for June to be our beginning of our reopening. So that would mean, Lord willing, corporate worship gatherings would resume on June 7th. So that is a wonderful day that we're looking forward to. Join me in praying that would be the date. And there's going to be some modifications. Basically, we're going to go back to the modifications we put in place on March 15th, which was the last Sunday we met. So we're only going to have service and nursery available. No Sunday school, no fellowship meal, no communion, no passing of offering plate. We're not going to reschedule the congregational meeting yet. But the sermon and service will continue to be posted online, I hope, for those who are not comfortable or healthy enough to be in a larger gathering. And so, as you consider maybe returning to corporate worship, keep this in mind. If you're in that health area of immune system compromise, underlying health conditions, and feel that you have to stay home, we totally understand that. You're welcome to come. You know, we'd miss you if you weren't, but we understand if you don't. If you're not feeling well, stay at home, rest, recover. We're going to post the sermon and service online so you won't miss out on anything. We'll have hand sanitizer, soap to go around so you can wash. And then we're going to make sure that everything is properly wiped down. And I would ask, please consider volunteering to clean up before, clean up after. Reach out to me, text, call, email, if you're willing to volunteer to be on like the cleaning crew or setup crew. I definitely cannot reopen the church by myself, especially with the fact that I have tons of kids now. So that's phase 2. Phase 3 is the open for real phase. And we're planning to start this, Lord willing, July 1st. So the month of June would be phase 2, then moving into July would hopefully be phase 3. We'll return to our quote-unquote normal church schedule and routine. So communion can resume. Maybe if we can start fellowship lunch again. We'll reschedule our congregational meeting, restart a prayer meeting, perhaps think about a summer Sunday school. but we're going to continue, even in this phase, to observe proper health and hygiene protocols. So that is our 3-phase reopening approach. If you have any questions about that, you can call, text, or email me. But let me give this pastoral plea. All that's gone on with the approach to the coronavirus has been a source in many ways for division, and we don't want that to happen in our church. And so this is my plea. Be gracious toward those who have viewed and responded to this pandemic differently than you did. So if you were extra cautious, you took very conservative measures, don't look down on others who didn't take the same measures you did. We want to avoid any self-righteousness. If you view the mitigation measures that were taken as unnecessary and overreaching, don't look down on others who didn't take the same view you did, as if they were, weak-minded and foolish in doing that. Let's seek unity with our brothers and sisters, even amidst our differences. Let's celebrate the fact that we can return and gather once again, and let's not use this as a cause for division. That's all the announcements I have. The Lord bless you and keep you, and continue to dig into His Word and to feed on the resources that we've been giving you.